Hey, I wanted to kind of come to you today, and yeah, I'm going on a vacation about a week from now. So it's like this year I've done a little bit more traveling than what I've done in like the past, like probably like 3-5 years. Just because like I finally figured out traveling. I finally figured out traveling. And like I used to really dislike traveling, and it wasn't because like, I don't want to. It was a mixture of not wanting to spend a lot of money, but also a mixture of like I don't like sightseeing. So I don't like going and climbing like the pyramids. I don't really care for that as much. When I go on vacation, I just want to go relax, maybe either on the beach or go to like a dance party or something, or just like relax in my hotel room. Right? That is my, maybe look out over the balcony, especially looking out over the balcony at nighttime. I just love that, just relaxing. Right? That is my ideal vacation. I never actually got to do that until very recently, when I started actually picking better hotels, but just better places just in general. And it's so hilarious how much like your perception of traveling kind of changes. Now, if you haven't taken a vacation in a little while, maybe you have like kids and just maybe life is just kind of, started to move so fast, I just encourage you, just, put a little bit of time into your business. Start, what I like doing is actually creating a vacation fund. So I started doing every single year was I took on specific clients just for vacation. Like literally, that's the only reason why I have them on the client. Like they're labeled vacation fund, and like each year is about. Well, this year I decided to set aside like 25-30K. So I think I'm gonna like have $30,000 for now on. And also you can like write off a percentage. That's the other reason why I don't like sightseeing, because when you're sightseeing, it takes so long, right? Versus if you're like just in either at the beach, in the house, etc., you can do a lot of business while you're still there. Now, I know what you're saying, like you go on vacation just to do business. Yes. Number one, because I like what I do. Number two, because it allows me to write off a percentage of that on my taxes. Now, I'm not giving you financial advice or anything like that, right? Because that wouldn't be good. Yeah, I don't. You don't want to give financial advice. Someone tries it, it goes wrong, they sue you, and it's like, I never even talked to the person. I don't know you. I don't know what your situation is. But yeah, that's something I'm doing now. The really good thing about accounting or bookkeeping business is that even if you stop marketing and if you stop doing sales consultation calls, if you just maintain your client work or have a team of people that can step up and do the client work when you're not there, right, your income doesn't drop. That was a thing that I used to really be concerned about. I was like, well, what if I go take a vacation? Will all my clients hate me and like they'll just leave me? Like I had a lot of like fear around like bookkeeping clients leaving me for a long time, right? And I think it comes from, I think they say like a lot of therapists and stuff say that like most of your fears come from like either childhood or just growing up and stuff. And I think the reason why like my main challenge, and like I've overcome this a lot, and probably like the last like 10 years of like running a business actually helped me overcome this. But there was a tremendous like fear of loss, and it was because like when I was at the last year of high school, I believe my mom got laid off, right? And like the bills, my dad had a job, but it just wasn't enough to like cover all the bills, right? So my mom got laid off. She had, I think it was anywhere between, I'd like to say she had about 100K, maybe 150K in the bank. And that dwindled in the span of a year. It dwindled down to, I'd like to say like her last like $5,000. And that really caused a lot of stress just on everyone. My mom, my dad kind of, I don't think he fully knew, because like my mom always like took care, looked at the bills and stuff like that, but I'm sure he knew, but not to the degree. And like my mom was like very, very, she was actually in accounting, right? One of the reasons why I started an accounting firm was, and mixture of why I started the accounting firm, but also a reason why I started the mentorship program, right? I started the mentorship program because I wanted to make sure that like there wasn't people like my mom where it's like they had a skill set, but they didn't really control their ability to make money, right? So they're always at the whim of like somebody. So if you get laid off, you have to either go and like hunt for a bunch of jobs, and like that's cool when you're young and like you're, young and underpaid. But when you start getting older and you start getting close to retirement age, you start facing ageism. That's when it's very hard to do a lot of stuff. And I know some people like ageism doesn't exist. Okay, I mean, I'm not okay. It's whatever you choose to kind of believe in the moment. But for some people, there does come a point to where it's like they can find someone out of college, they can pay 20, $30,000 a year less. They can have them work 20, 30, 40 times more, and they don't have to worry about like the person like retiring. You know what I mean? So it's like I fortunately for me, I haven't experienced ageism, right? But I do believe that it does exist. Especially inside of corporate, right? But so I decided to open up the mentorship program to help people like that. And sorry if the sun's kind of like glaring and stuff. It's kind of, the sun's like right behind me. It's like the morning. Yeah, but I wanted to kind of empower people to be able to actually go and like take control of their future. And that's why I started the mentorship program. But that's a side tangent. So that really kind of, when we lost all that money, it really kind of impacted me, because I was just like, man, it just kind of felt like the barometer for being, big glaring sun. The barometer of being safe was a lot different, and it just didn't feel like there was safety, right? And like sometimes like people always say like, or sometimes people will say like, oh, you talk about money a lot, on your channel. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, it's like the money is not the main thing, right, in life, right? But or money is not the most important thing, right? I believe that family is more important. I believe that having free time and freedom is more important. I believe that really having good experiences, because life is short, is the most important. But in order to unlock a lot of those stuff, like the time to spend with your family, like you could have a lot of love and your family can be very loving, but if you don't make enough money, or you don't have savings, then you don't really have the ability to spend a lot of time with them. Now, as accountants and bookkeepers, right, a lot of us have a really good job, right, where we can come home. Like the work-life balance isn't always great, right, especially around like month end, quarter end, year end. But compared to someone that's like a miner, like literally in like coal mines, right, we have or a factory, we definitely have a lot better work-life balance comparable to them, right? So money is not the most important thing. I do like to focus on it, because if you have the money, you can be able to buy your time back and really buy your life back. That's the thing that I really encourage people inside of our mentorship program, right? I call it getting past money. I don't talk about this a lot on our YouTube channel, right? Because it's a concept that some people understand, some people don't understand. But it's like when you're able to go and make an extra $100,000 to $150,000 above whatever your yearly expenses are, that's when most people can actually start really building wealth, right? Because I mean, then if you think about it, if you can just do that for 3, maybe 4 years, let's say 3 years, you're gonna have an extra $450,000 in the bank, and then you can really start doing like more of the investing game, right? Because then when you start doing the investing game, you can add an extra $50,000 to $70,000 per year on top of that, and that's really where you get that passive income. Whether that's houses, paper assets, maybe you're gonna do some baseball card trading. I hear that's pretty popular right now, but it's going to allow you to really get that freedom to be able to do whatever you want, right? And then you're gonna be starting to make $200,000 plus per year without necessarily having to do a lot of work, especially when you start getting on contractors underneath you, right? And that's when you can really stop thinking about money. Like I'm still to the point to where like I think about it a little bit, but it's like it's not really a need thing. It's more about like how much can I achieve without having to work 1,000,000 hours a week, right? So it's more of, it's switched from like fear-based stuff to more about like how much could I actually do. I'm turning around so the sun doesn't, because I'm like under some trees, so I don't want the sun to be in your eyes. And it's a different place than what I expected to be, right? Because I just thought, because to be honest, I was a person where it's like, I'm just gonna put my time in corporate, and then I'm gonna like retire, and I'm just not gonna do anything, And it's been like a really big change, because it's like as soon as you start doing well, then it's like you want to do better, right? Good morning. And it's not just about, the income and stuff. Sometimes it's just about, well, what could I do? Like, the better I get at my business, the more I can show other people how to do their business, and I can answer more questions, and then people can see me, and I can build a YouTube channel. And it's just like, wow, it's like, wow, I can do this stuff, and it doesn't take a lot of energy. I was so afraid of like not having energy, right? I was like, oh, I don't like feeling burned out. I don't feel like feeling tired. But like, this stuff is exciting, Life is more exciting when you have control. That's the thing that I think that is my real message. I think at the end of the day, it's not really about the money. It's not really about the business. It's about life is more fun when you are in control, right? Especially when you're in control and you have a higher power that's behind you too. Yeah, because then you can't lose, right? Because then you have support, because then you're covered down here, but then you also have support up here, right? And that's when you're really in control, okay? So hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching the video. Really appreciate your time. Really appreciate you. And as always, I see your work. I'm in your fight. Always rooting for you in your corner, okay? I'll talk to you. Have a good rest of your day.